Hi everyone. I just wanted to give a quick video update. It felt a little more personal to me than just an email, and I think it allows me to hit on some of the nuances that are important in this conversation. Um, Before I get into specific updates about the course, I just want to say a little bit about the context that we find ourselves in. I want to acknowledge that things are new and different and potentially challenging, that many of us are under stay-at-home or shelter-in-place orders, and that brings with it new stresses. Some of us may be facing new or exacerbated financial challenges due to job loss or decreased hours. We might be dealing with health concerns, either our own or those of loved ones. Um, and all of us are dealing with what is a new normal for us and for humanity. Um, I want to name this for a few reasons. One, there's a lot of research that naming the things that are going on for us reduces our cognitive load. It makes it easier to process things when we can talk about them. Um, and I want to make space in this course for us to talk about things. Um, I also want you to know that I understand that your work will be impacted by this. My work will be impacted by this. We're going to make more mistakes than usual. We're not going to be understanding things as quickly, and that's okay. We're going to be a little more distracted, and that's okay. Um, I'm going to be compassionate with and understanding with you, and I ask that you try and do the same, to be compassionate with yourselves and with each other as we learn to navigate this new normal. Um, we're also shifting to an online environment. And while I do have a lot of experience teaching online, I don't know how much experience you have learning online. So know that I will be doing what I can to make the class accessible and engaging, but please give me feedback. Please let me know what your needs are, and we'll be navigating this together. Know that you're not alone in this. We're all navigating this together. So some concrete updates. I have updated the schedule on the syllabus. It's available on the course site, and if you just have access to the Google document, it's available on there. The big changes are that we will be doing Chapter 7, continuing with Chapter 7 this week. So that was the same chapter we did the week before the break, but I saw that not everyone had had a chance to engage on the message boards, and that makes sense. People have had different priorities. But I want us to jump into Chapter 7 this week. We'll do Chapter 8 next week, 9 the week after, etc. That means that Chapter 12 is going to be an optional chapter during finals week. We don't currently have any student leaders for that chapter, so that should be okay. It's a chapter that's about combining methods rather than a specific methodology, and so it's a little less important for you to explore as in detail. We will be primarily engaging in discussion through the discussion boards. That'll be the primary place that we are engaging with the material now. I expect the first few weeks will just be us figuring things out, and that's okay. Some things about concrete expectations. I will, from here on out, I'm going to be asking student leaders to work together to create 4 to 6 questions and post them by the Monday of that week. So each question will be a different thread. 3 to 5 of those questions should be on the chapter, and at least 1 on the article they assign. So we will still be digging into the assigned articles. These questions will be the jumping off point for conversation, and I expect that the rest of the class will be participating in that conversation throughout the week. I'm not putting a minimum number of posts or requirement on there. My expectation is that you'll all continue engaging just as you have in person. It's a new format and we'll be getting used to it together, but I think that we can do some really solid learning in here. The other thing I want to mention is that just like if you've ever been in a conversation online, social media, even email, conversations flow a lot better if we keep up with them. So please don't just post once and then dip out for the rest of the week. We'll all learn a lot more if you come back a couple of times throughout the week to continue engaging. I'll be participating in limited capacity, but I really want to encourage the student leaders to direct the conversation and all of us to carry it. I'll try to participate in the same ways that I do in class. I'll jump in here or there, answer questions potentially as they come up. The one other thing I want to mention about the discussion boards is there's one that's specifically there for talking about course concerns or questions. That's the equivalent of raising your hand and asking a question in class about the course or about assignments. Please consider using that instead of emailing me directly. If you do email me, I will respond to you directly. But posting a question on the discussion board allows everyone to engage. So again, there is a separate discussion board for questions and concerns. You aren't required to post on there, but it's there as a resource. Finally, I've implemented some new self-assessments. You've heard me say it before, I believe that learning is really about you, it's not about me. You're in this course because you want to learn things, and only you can know whether or not you're meeting those goals. This will factor into your participation, so these are required. You can find them in the discussion board and self-assessment folder. So as the weeks go on, more discussion boards and more self-assessments will open up for each new week. I'll be getting caught up on grading today and tomorrow. All the residents have finally moved out of the residence hall. It's been a bit of a whirlwind these past few weeks, but I should be able to get all caught up by the middle of this week because I'm really prioritizing this class at this point. So yeah, those are my updates. I just want to thank you again for your patience and your dedication. I know this class has had some disruptions throughout, and I really, really admire how you all have stayed engaged. While I am really sad that I had such a short time with you all in person, I look forward to continuing to learn and explore these topics in new ways with you. So as usual, let me know if you have any questions or concerns. This is your class, and I want it to be as useful for you as possible. So feel free to email me or post on the discussion boards, and I will see you on there. Stay safe and stay as healthy as possible. I'll see you all soon.